Um, Sorry by that. Um, it's going to be the fourth part of this quick tutorial. Sorry to do it so long, but we had we have been doing our reflection path, and we're finishing with it. So I forgot what am I going to? Yes, I'm going to test if this was working right. So set one of material to I think and render, and no, it's not working. Why? Okay, now I found, actually I committed a mistake. I did a mistake. As you can see here, I was testing, and I found that if I render, even when I change the material that I set, or at least should override this route, it doesn't happen anything. I delete here the word because I don't need it, because this is an entire reflection path, and what had happened is because I don't have nothing, because I have to have reflection. If I add a word, I can see that the override objects are black, and this happened because this object doesn't have a material. All objects, even if they are not meant to be any special thing more than a plane with a black material, needs to have a material, at least a slot. If I create a slot here, now render, now the add-on has something to override with. If you don't have anything here, if you don't have any slot here, the add-on won't know what to do, so it will render black. So you have to at least have an open slot in order to this add-on to work. So I am really sorry this becoming confusing, but yeah, it's going to be longer than I expected. Okay, there we go. More or less, if you want to do something like this, length. Some subtle effect. Okay, this is all. So we're in here, and we have our reflection path, our first AO, second main scene, we have render, our main scene, and our mask RGB mask. Now we have prepared all of our different passes inside Blender, or if you are talking inside Blender, passes are called to these: set, vector, normal, UV, mist, object index, etc., etc. Yes, these are passes inside the Blender glossary, but if you are coming from different software, these things are called different. These things are called render buffers, which are different parts of the render. If you came from 3ds Max, these are called render elements, and probably different programs has its own terminology to this. In this case, when I'm referring to render passes, I'm talking in the XSI or soft image um, terms, where passes are different scenes set with its own materials over the different objects inside or linked to these different scenes. So I'm going to use the word passes in order to refer myself to the different scenes with the with its respective uh, override lines and materials. So I hope to be I hope to I really hope to this tutorial be clear enough to understand how to use this tutorial. I will probably need to explain it on paper, but not ASMR. It's late. I know. Well, sorry for this. Now that we have had all of our passes prepared, since with Madera Salazar, how do we do to render or save them? Well, as I said at the beginning, we only have to set the um, folder path, and this should be done at the first scene, at the main scene, because as soon as we copy it, link objects, all the options of the render will be copied as well. But I didn't, so I have to do this one by one. So be patient, please. This one was done. ALA also done. Let's copy this. Not really. Fractions. No. If you have lots of different classes set up and you don't want to do this all by hand, there is an add-on that I don't know if it's scene copy properties or copy properties scene. I don't know. I'm going to look for it and write it at the description. But this add-on allows you to copy properties, paths, and sizes, so on, so on, so on, from one scene to another